Well, staying with Hillsborough, and a campaign launched by Liverpool fans across North America in response to comments made by a US-based TV and radio presenter continues to gather pace. Outraged supporters have been boycotting the sponsors of Steven Cohen's World Soccer Daily podcast after he claimed Reds fans must accept their share of the blame for the disaster. So far, several sponsors, including 442 magazine, have withdrawn their advertising. And here are the thoughts of Margaret Aspinall of the Hillsborough Families Support Group on the affair.
LA-based Steve Cohen, he's a very influential voice in terms of football in the United States, claimed that Liverpool fans need to take their share of responsibility for the deaths of the 96. What's your response to that?
My response to that, this guy, whoever he is, I've never met him, I've never spoken to him. By the sound of this, I don't want to meet him and I don't want to speak to him. Has he read the Taylor report? Has he read No Last Rites? Has he read Hillsborough the Truth by Phil Scraton? If he has, then for God's sake, he's telling a load of porkies. He absolutely knows nothing what he's talking about. If he'd like an open conversation with me, he's very welcome to have one, because I will put him straight on a few things.
From the Sun's lies back in 1989 onwards, what has been the effect of such inaccurate reporting on the bereaved families of Hillsborough? Really has made it difficult for the families. Obviously, the initial thing is the loss of your child, my own child, obviously. And then you hear things like what's being said about your supporters, because after all, my husband was there that day. He was one of them supporters. And I felt he was getting accused of killing his own son. So you can imagine what it was like for families, and it caused a lot of distress, more distress than should have been. The Liverpool fans on this occasion in North America have this week launched a campaign to get the sponsors and advertisers to withdraw their support of and use of the shows and platforms on which Steve Cohen appears. Is this campaign by Reds fans something you're supportive of?
Well done to them. Absolutely well done. I'd like to thank them very much, because these are the type of people who tell these lies, like him. Tell these lies. We need that support, because we can't be everywhere to try and stop it. We need the people like them to stop these people from spreading these lies, and I'd like to thank them on behalf of the Hillsborough Families Support Group.
Well, for more information on the campaign being run by LFC fans across the pond, log on to the Liverpool Supporters Club New York City website at www.lfcny.org. Brian, it's fantastic that these fans are continuing this fight, isn't it?
Yeah. A couple of Liverpool fans have got in touch with me and said, was I going to do something in the Mirror? And as I said to him, I'll repeat it, I wouldn't give the man, I wouldn't give him any kind of publicity. He would be absolutely delighted to know. I mean, this is just some American, some kind of shock jock. His facts are laughable. I mean, there's two central errors. One, he said he tries to link Hillsborough with Heysel and says leopards don't change their spots. Yeah. Okay. The second one is, which is completely inaccurate, is that 8,000 Liverpool fans turned up without tickets. As Margaret said, if he'd read the Taylor report, one thing Taylor said was the thing about those pens was, one we saw afterwards, there was no overfilling. So my attitude was, I'm going to ignore the man, but I'm made up that the people in America are putting pressure on him to get him sorted out.